So, good afternoon, Elijah. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. It's afternoon over there. It's dinner time for me, but I'm doing very well. Before we go any further, do you have a nickname or does everybody call you Elijah?
Everyone just calls me Eli.
Eli. Okay,
Yeah.
because after I've seen some of your fights, I kind of want to call you like the shot caller. you know yeah, I'm very impressed with you, most definitely, especially your body shots. I mean, it's like you're snatching souls, placing those shots behind elbows. How would you describe your fight style?
My fight style, I like to keep my distance, land my jab, and let those body shots rip. You know,
Yeah,
once you see those hands dropping, then you can come right over the top.
absolutely. I'd seen your fight with Resendez, like everybody else, and Vidal Jr. And just the way your hand placement was, like I said, behind the elbows, I was just like, "Ugh," I could just feel it. Like I could feel it. It was beautiful. And very quickly, you went from prospect to top contender, and you're 20. For people that don't know, am I correct?
Yep, 20.
That's unbelievable. I'm so impressed. So another fight that I had seen of yours is when you fought Hernandez, and I kind of it's kind of a fun way of breaking the ice, but I saw your shorts, and they were quite creative. So is that like part of your personality? I don't know if you designed them, but they had like some different faces and things on it.
When I fought Hernandez
Do you remember the
on
shorts?
the zone,
Yes, I
yeah.
believe it was the zone. Yes.
So I design all my shorts, and well, actually,
Ah,
I used to. So what I do is I come up with a theme and then I send them over to my guy. He's
okay,
Steve, Easy Prince. But for that theme,
okay.
remember I had wanted Merles. I wanted all the Arizona Merles on my shorts. And
Mm.
so we took pictures of all of them and we put them on my trunks. And so I was
So
repping Arizona.
So you represent hard for Arizona,
I
which I
represent
think is
hard for
fabulous.
Arizona. Yes. So
I
the
think it's
last
great.
couple trunks have been, kind of towards like the Rancho theme here. You know what I mean? So,
And I wanted to talk about that. I want you to talk about your ranch, your rancho. Um, have you always wanted your own ranch? Did you grow up on a ranch?
so I grew up in I was born in Glendale. I kind of grew up in Avondale, and then once I got in, I was like, 15. I was 16 years old. And I started getting into chickens, breeding chickens and stuff like that.
Ah,
Well, I kind of always been out here in Whitman. My cousin, he lives out here, so he's been out here the past like 10 years. So, we used to be at his house every weekend or every summer break. So, cut down. I got my own chickens, and I needed somewhere to put them, and so we got a
I need
ranch.
some eggs. They're so expensive.
Yeah, they're expensive. So we got the ranch, and we at first I started off going to the neighbor's house and buying sheep and for slaughtering them, but now I breed my own sheep, and then
Wow.
I bought cows. So now I had 3 cows, now we got 2 cows.
Because you probably had to eat one of them, but that's
Oh
okay.
yeah.
So do I hear horses in the background?
So I had a pony, but
Okay.
I got rid of him. I had
Okay.
I had him for about a year, but he was real cool. I mean, he was real cool. He was, a cool pet. The only problem is sometimes he'd get out, and
Uh,
I didn't want to lose him one day because then
no.
I'd lose money.
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah, absolutely. No, I don't blame you. I don't
it's kind of
blame
like
you.
an investment. So
It is an investment. It's money in the bank.
yeah, so that's that.
You've got this big fight coming up, March 30th, on the undercard of Tim Zoo and Thurman. So before a big fight like this, how do you get in your frame of mind for fight mode? Do you go out to the ranch and just find your zen, or is there music, or is there some kind of ritual that you do?
A lot of it's just, mentally, you gotta be there mentally. You gotta be strong mentally. And You know, if you're not strong mentally, then you can't be strong physically. So
Absolutely.
it's all mental, you know, the whole camp. You know, I've been in shape probably the last, you know, 4 or 5 weeks. You know, I've been training hard since December. And you know, we still got 5 weeks to go. And, you know, this is where
Mhm.
you see a lot of people, you know, kind of fall off. And mentally, you know, I'm here. I know what it takes mentally. I've been here before. And then, you know, that last week of camp, you know, that's when it's like fight week. So, you know, you're on your toes. Mentally, you're ready to fight. It don't matter, you know, to be honest, it don't matter where it's at. You know, if the guy's in front of you, you gotta stand your toes. You're not sure what's gonna happen. Just mentally know that you're gonna fight and you're ready to fight, and that's what you're here for. So once it comes fight day, fight week, you know, that's kind of when I'm closest to God. You know, it's just
I love
me
that.
by myself, you know, by myself
I
fighting,
love that.
and that's, you know, that's what I'm here for, and couldn't do it without him. He's brought me this far, and you know, can't leave him behind.
I love that. I love that. And I love that you profess that, you know, because there are so many athletes that sometimes maybe they don't have a relationship or they're embarrassed, especially in the day and age that we live in, to even speak about God or higher power that they rely on. So I think it's really fabulous, you know, because there are so many people looking up to you. You know, you're definitely a role model.
Yeah.
Especially to the future and to people that have been in the sport. So I think that's great. Um, so if you were a superhero, what would your superpower be?
Super power, probably to read
Yeah.
minds, probably to read Ryan's minds, because I can never,
Really?
yeah, because I can never read my wife's.
I don't think any husband can. I know my husband cannot read my mind. And we'll ask, like, read my mind. Don't you know what I'm thinking? We've done this so many times.
Exactly. That's why, like, if I could read other people's mind, I already know what to kind of do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So look,
yeah.
yeah, I'll be one
No,
step
you know what? That's funny.
ahead.
That's funny. I think my husband would probably say the same thing. So
Yeah.
I definitely he would. So you know, you've got a fight coming up. And so we know what your short-term plan is to go in there and do what you always do. But whenever you're sitting in your room or sitting in the living room or in the ranch, what are you dreaming about? Like what does your long-term future look like?
Long-term future.
Yes.
You know, so I kind of got steps. I kind of got goals. You know, so first things first.
Okay.
Uh, One, I gotta get through Corona. After I get through Corona, I want to fight. I want to fight Lara or the number one contender. I want to get that title shot.
Mm,
So once I get that
I
title
love it.
shot and you know, I can win the world title, you know, that's a big milestone for me. And then, you know, when it comes to like, you know, the ranch, you know, I kind of got, that's where I want to build, you know, I want to knock everything down and, you know, rebuild it, you know, for my family. And, you know, that's where I want our foundation to be. So, you know, I walk around and, you know, that's what I see, you know, I see our foundation one of these days. So that's that.
That's beautiful. It's a beautiful gift to leave to your children and future generations. Absolutely. That's a beautiful thing. So one thing that nobody knows about you that you're going to share with me.
Mm, One thing nobody knows about me. I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know. So I feel like I have a real close circle, you know, like a real close circle. And I don't really, not that I don't talk to other people, but it's just, you know, if you're in my circle, you kind of know who I am. All right. Like if you didn't know me, I tell you right now, like I'm kind of a jerk, you know, like kind of like a jerk, you know, like not on purpose. I'm just, you know,
Not
just
on purpose. You just I don't know you. So
no,
yeah.
like I'm not gonna be a jerk to you because I don't know you, right? But you know, everyone knows like, Eli's that's just like if you leave a cup of water on the table, I'm probably gonna drink that cup of water. You know, like I'm just like if you leave your food right there, I'm probably gonna eat your food. You know, that's just me. You know,
Okay.
I'm kind of like that. You know, those
Okay. So everybody needs to know they better not leave their food or their water around you because it's going to be gone.
yeah, like for instance, my brothers they get pissed off because they'll leave clothes. Like they get ready for school at like 7 in the morning, and that's kind of the
Mhm.
same time I leave out the door. So if I wake up and there's clothes right there on the couch, probably gonna take the clothes and walk out the door. That'd be it. You
Oh wow.
know?
Okay. Okay. We're going to have to warn people ahead of time. not to
Yeah.
leave their stuff around because it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
No, I like that. So before I let you go, are there just some